this way. And we're back. Do this again. Run it back. DEIA higher reporting for JD. I had to hit my quota, Chris, you know. We had to do that. Where they come up with this. Actually, I have a quote about this. Pretty much. From Atwater. I'm sure many people have heard it. Let me grab my book actually real quick while we start filing and doing all the good things. Okay. All right. So, I finished this last night. Finished Black AF History. Fucking great book. Got little tabs and stuff in it. So since we were talking about DEI hire, we have the very, very end chapter, okay, starts talking about what we all know about. They call it the party switch. It's not a word that makes sense. It is the Southern strategy, right? What's the book about, Devin? The book is about the whitewashing of our history and how Black people were the inception of this nation. They were what created our economy in this nation and how they were treated from history to now. This was the Southern strategy. This was a quote from the architect of the Southern strategy, Lee Atwater. If you don't know who Lee Atwater is, you should look into him. Hold on, let me get my backup account up before I do this. Obviously, I'm going to have to censor some words because I'm a white woman. This white man decided he could say those words. It's gross. But this is where we're at. This remind me of DIA. So Lee Atwater said this in way of the Southern strategy and kind of switching positions of how racism changes but still exists. You start out in 1954 by saying N-word, N-word, N-word. By 1968, you can't say N-word. That hurts you, backfires. So you say stuff like forced busing, states' rights, and all that stuff. And you're getting so abstract. Now you're talking about cutting taxes and all these things. You're talking about are a totally and all these things you're talking about are totally economic things. And a byproduct of them is blacks get hurt worse than whites. We want to cut this is much more abstract than even the busing thing. And a hell of a lot more abstract than N-word, N-word. So we've gone from N-word to busing, to redlining, to cutting taxes, to DEIA, which came from affirmative action too, which was their dirty word. When they say DEIA, they mean N-word. Just remember that. Amazing book. I advise you guys pick it up. I have other quotes and things in here that were really, really good. Finished it last night. Amazing. You guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Let's have conversations. Sorry about that little rant, but the just the DEIA thing reminded me of that Lee Atwater quote and how racist language changes, but they mean the same thing. It like the sentiment behind it never changed. They just knew they had to be more careful in their language. So, on that note, we can keep talking. Donald Trump did not know about the person he pardoned, supposedly, this same person who dumped $2 million into his crypto business, and he doesn't know who he is. So much, I don't want to hear about Biden and the auto pen ever a fucking again. If Dementia Dawn does not know what the fuck, he was never apologized for that, Chris. I anything to read from that book I think is amazing. So I love doing that. Dementia Dawn doesn't know who the fuck he pardoned. That's a pretty scary fucking concept, isn't it? On top of the fact he is now going to defy judges' orders and not fund emergency SNAP funding. So awesome. The Democrats aren't starving children. Trump is. So there's that. Republicans are trying to take away health care from the American people. So he's trying to make sure that children die, along with his partner, RFK Jr., who is a pro measles guy because, you know, he doesn't have any fucking science behind the shit he says. So there's that. SSRI eyes. I don't even take an SSRI. Veronica, oh my god, thank you. That is so cute. I've never seen that before. You guys W Veronica in the chat for that. Oh my gosh. I love that so much. So MAGA, if you would like to come up and have a conversation with me, based off of factual evidence and not your feelings, I would love to do that. I do not pretend to know everything. It's why I read. So I would love to be informed about something. That would be great. Maybe I don't know. Maxwell, how are you today?
I just have a joke.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I would love to hear your joke, but you are way too young to be on TikTok Live. I'm going to advise you not to be here. It is not going to be a safe space for children to be on TikTok Live. So please get out, especially the political spaces. Please get out of here. Mm-mm. I've watched clips of Hasanabi. I've watched clips, but I'm not really like an avid watcher. So, Matt, how are you today?
Can I tell a joke?
I guess if you want.
You said no?
I said I guess if you want to.
Oh, you guess. I'll just wait. I'll wait for my joke.
Sure. Why are you still supporting Trump today, Matt?
What, I still love Donald J. Trump, the president?
No, not love him. That's weird. I don't care about that. You can write about that in your diary. Why are you still supporting him?
Because he don't take no shit from no one. He does what he wants. That's why.
He does what he wants, and who pays for that?
What do you mean, who pays for that?
Like, who bears the consequences of that?
Of him being president of the United States?
No, of him doing what he wants.
I'd say people like you that complain all day about
Not
it.
everybody. I think everybody is bearing the consequence of him
I didn't
doing
say
whatever he
everybody.
wants.
I said people like you that complain every day.
Sure. Why am I complaining?
I don't know. Maybe I honestly don't know. That's a TDS question. I don't know. I should be asking you that. Why do you have TDS?
I actually think that you guys have TDS because you refuse to critique this man on anything he does.
No one has TDS here except for you.
Can you critique him then?
On what?
Anything. You're telling me you like every single thing he does and says?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, so you have TDS.
No, I don't.
Because your brain is so deranged that you cannot even critically think about this guy. No, he never does, Kristen.
Critically think about what?
What is he doing that's beneficial for the American people?
All of a sudden, no one wants to talk about Israel, Palestine. No one wants to talk about. You guys don't. You guys don't. It's over.
I spent my entire day yesterday looking at videos in the South Sudan.
It's over. You guys give him no credit, no nothing, no anything.
It's not over. Move on to the next. Are you kidding? It's not over.
Same thing you guys did with COVID.
Israel is still.
He came out with the vaccine.
Israel is still bombing Palestine, Matt.
Okay. Yeah.
The ceasefire is over.
Believe whatever.
I don't believe whatever. I believe what we have evidence of, which is that J.D. Vance was even mad at them because they were bombing Palestine after they declared their ceasefire.
So how come the government won't reopen? I mean, you guys voted 14 times to keep it shut down.
Not just us. You know who John Thune is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you know he voted 5 times out of 13?
Yeah, and he's an asshole.
Oh, well, he's a Republican, so it's not just Democrats then.
Should have been Rick Scott in there, not him.
Ew. So it's not just him then. It's not just Democrats then.
Name me one Democrat that did vote yes.
Probably Fetterman, actually.
There we go. Yeah, the only person critiquing your whole party.
No, he's not smart.
You guys don't even have a party at the end of the day. You guys have a communist.
I don't have a party because I'm not a Democrat, Matt. We've talked about this. I don't know.
You guys have a communist in charge of your party now. Doesn't matter.
Do we?
After today, you guys will.
Who? Oh, the Islamophobia is going to come out, Matt.
Mm-hmm. No one is Islamic phobia.
Have you seen what Andy Ogles posted on Twitter?
No one. That's kind of weird to even just bring up.
Have you seen what Andy Ogles posted on Twitter today about?
Do you hate white people?
No, I am white. So Andy Ogles, guys, if you don't know, he's a piece of shit. Andy Ogles, you can go to his Twitter. I'm going to warn you. He posted a video of when the first tower was already hit and burning. And yes, I did kick you because I got a swan. That's how that works. Of the first tower burning and a video of the tower getting hit by a second plane. and said, "Wake up, America." Ted Cruz posted a false ballot that shows Andrew Cuomo and the little bubble to circle it in. And the second one is a bubble of active jihadist communist, is what Ted Cruz posted on Twitter today. The Islamophobia is fucking wild. Wild. You guys, what you just saw, Matt, I got a swan. That's the capitalism. I know that you understand what that is. You're done for today. You can come back tomorrow, Matt, and be your white nationalist self.
Sorry, it took a minute. I was posting my snap.
No, you're fine.
Cool.
So,
yeah, Matt, I personally don't like white people because we have continuously shown that we don't care about the average American citizen, and we undermine minority communities that have uprooted and uplifted our voices in more ways than one. Who put a timer on me?
I think they're just testing it. I have no problem if you guys want to do that. If you guys want to put a 5-minute timer on a guest, unless they're being absolutely disgusting, we can put a 5-minute timer for redaction. That's totally fine. Matt never has real conversations. He just cries and says the Democrats suck and your party, even though I'm not a Democrat, is going down when we know in the polling. The Democrats haven't moved in the polling. I'll admit to that. The Democrats are not doing anything better in way of their polling, but their Republicans are falling too. So, and that's fine with me because I don't like political parties.
I just don't like it when white people want to be oppressed so bad. That's my problem.
Yeah,
I will never
victims.
understand why white people will come up and cry and feel so uncomfortable when fellow white people call out other white people.
He is the president.
Yeah, I loved it when someone said I was racist.
Race traitor.
Is this one?
No, he has a different profile picture. Miguel, how are you today?
I'm good. Sorry about that. I didn't want to press the button. I pressed it by accident. Trump? No, I didn't.
Oh, you pressed it on an accident?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. I will drop you down, Miguel. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful day. That happens when you're tapping. Okay, Bree, how does a white woman make you feel guilty? I can't force you to feel anything. I think maybe you should explore that and deconstruct that if you are feeling guilty for something. I don't feel guilty as a white person. I don't. I actively work to be anti-racist. I actively work to deconstruct, and I take in all the fucking advice and critique. But I don't feel guilty for being white. I couldn't control that.
Educate myself on a regular basis when it comes to these things. Oh, look, you came up.
Caroline, she is gay. I am. Do you want to hit me up, babe?
No, they can't. How did I make
Bree, how are you?
Good, hon. How are you?
I'm good. Did you vote for Trump?
Bree. My name is Brian, and I'm new to TikTok.
Bri, so it's probably Bri, not Bree.
My son made my dog there, so he put Bri. But you can call me either or.
No, that's totally fine. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, ma'am.
He gets around.
How is a white woman making you feel guilty as a white person?
I want to know how I did.
Well, I'm up there. I'm 52, so when, So when deconstruct what though? Like, what do you mean when you say?
If you have any sort of internalized racism or internalized misogyny as a man or any of those things to deconstruct.
Well, apparently just being born white, I have all that, right?
Not necessarily. No, it depends on how you're raised in your environment, right? Like my family, okay, my mother is white, my father was Hispanic, but I was raised in the military, and so I was raised as a white person. I was not raised to hear, let's say, slurs against the Black community. That did not happen in my household. We did not talk down about Black people in my home, but societally, I did learn things because if I saw a Black person on the street, I used to cross the street. Why? Why did I do that?
Well, now if I tell you my backstory, are you going to call it anecdotal bullshit? Or are you going to be...
No, I'm saying it's raised by environment. You can tell me. That's totally fine. I'm not saying you are racist. Do you understand that?
Well, I'm from New York. New York. Okay. I grew up. I went to school with all creeds, colors. And there was some of my friends that would use that word in my house.
And
that were of a different color.
Were they Black people using it?
Did I lose you?
Were they Black people using that word?
Yeah, absolutely. My best friend, Jermaine.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's difficult. My point is, it's difficult when you say all white people.
When
Like
did I
some
say
of
all?
us are like,
What did
what do
I
you
say about
even
all white people, Bry?
that we should feel guilty about being
I
white?
never said that. I
Oh,
literally said
Olive
I said
did.
that I don't
I never
feel
said
guilty for
all
being
white
white.
people should feel guilty.
Why should I feel guilty for being white? I'm white.
Because you were born white, you're racist, right? I was
Nope,
born
never said that.
racist, right?
I didn't say that.
Was
Did you
I or
listen to
not?
the words that I said? I did not say
I'm
that. I
white.
said
Was I born
societally we are taught to be.
Okay, well,
That's something we actively have to break down, is what I said. I didn't say that all white people are.
The problem is that we put all white people in a box, like,
No.
and that's not. We're not all the same. You guys understand?
I agree. That's why. But we all could deconstruct. We could all work to be anti-racist, right?
We could be better. We could always work to be better. That's when you talk about deconstruction. That's when you talk about sitting and realizing maybe something wasn't correct.
I agree that we all can be better. We all, and as a ripe old age of 52, I get it. Like, I get how people say, like,
yeah, you Hector.
Like, I do get it, but just I don't want. I have a son, and he's 14. He's white.
Yeah,
he's white, and he tells me like that, and I'm like, dude. And
he does not tell you that.
No, honest. What are you, crazy? He
tells you he feels guilty for being white.
No, he says that he's got to shut his mouth a lot more than more people do.
Maybe because he's
what
saying
does he want to say
that
he
he
can't?
Saying?
Yeah, what does he want to say that he can't?
Whatever comes at him, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't.
You should
have
think
to
before you say regardless.
Are there languages? Are there things that we shouldn't say?
What do you mean we shouldn't say? Because we're afraid to hurt somebody's feelings?
It's not about hurting somebody's feelings. I don't think you understand the root of certain words and how they were used.
All the time, bro.
Do you know what a spick is?
Of course. I grew up in New York. Huh?
Okay. How is that? And it's used negatively, right?
Absolutely.
Do you know that some people, it's the last word that they ever heard before they were unalived?
No, I don't. That was the last word?
You don't think that the N word was the last thing that some people heard before they were unalived?
No, I totally believe that.
So then why is it okay for us to use that word in society?
Though I don't believe people hear that. Well, no, that's a lie. Yes, they do. Yeah,
they do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that still happens, Bri.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know it does. Yeah.
And it shouldn't be done every day.
The issue isn't even the word to me. The issue is what the word represents, which is so much harm, and it excuses and is wrapped up in harm.
It's not even just the fact it's wrapped up in harm. It's the fact that people, even when they understand using that terminology is wrong, they still proceed to say it, even if they weren't "quote unquote" taught the right way. Hi, Oya.
See that I agree with. Like, I've been taught the difference between being a jerk off being a mean person, me being mean and saying stuff out of line that's going to offend somebody. I mean, everybody knows. I mean, you would hope.
Yeah, but like calling somebody an asshole or a motherfucker is a completely different thing than calling someone an N word or the S word.
Well, I agree with that 100%. I mean, I mean, even my nobody talks like that language around. You know what I mean? Come on.
And I'm glad, but that's what I'm talking about, Bri. It's stuff as simple as that. Deconstructing is as simple as that, as making sure you and your child know. And when your child hears it, even if he goes, "Hey, my friends say it," for him to go, "Hey, buddy, like, you shouldn't be saying that."
No,
like, just to call his own friend out. That's it.
Yeah, I would put my foot directly in his you-know-what.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's deconstructing, Bri. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not telling you to feel guilty for anything. I wasn't there when these things happened, but I benefited from that system. I was never discriminated against because of the color of my skin, Bri. And so it's just simple deconstruction. As simple as that, that's step one. Oya, you can chime in anytime. You did not have to raise your hand. You can chime in anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Bri. My name is Oya. I currently serve in the United States military, and I have been called the N-word 17 times while wearing this uniform.
First of all, thank you for your service. Second of all, while you're in service, you've been called that by people ahead of you?
My last interaction with that was my first sergeant and commander called me the N-word, and I filed a complaint. and they got relieved of duty
Good.
and also put out the military. But
Good.
what you're not understanding what they're saying is, and personally, me, I don't want to speak for other people because Black people are not a monolith. We experience a different life than you would. Let me explain. When I take off this uniform, I'm no longer seen as a upstanding American. I'm considered a baby mama, uneducated, on WIC, SNAP, whatever, and I probably didn't graduate high school, right? That's
Who
not
looks
true.
at you? But who looks
Hold
at you?
on, hold on.
Who
Society
looks at
does.
you?
Society
And
does.
Society
I don't know
does.
about. Really? That's
Yes.
so hard to believe because I don't even know you and you seem amazing. I don't care what color you are, man.
Okay, but listen, that's how society sees me, right? Even though I'm a college educated woman who speaks 3 different languages.
So what do we do
That's how
now?
society sees me.
Right. So, for example, you voted for Trump. During
Yes.
the campaign, he held a rally where he went to a like a sneaker con. He was selling his gold sneakers to a sneaker con, and he held a rally there speaking. There were a lot of Black men in that audience, and he told them, "I feel like I relate to you more because I've been arrested with federal charges." Why would he say that to specifically Black men, I wonder?
Well, we know why, because he's trying to get the vote.
Right, but what
He
is it
wants to be
about
invited
what
to
is
the
it about Black
barbecue.
men that he thinks makes them
Well,
all been arrested on federal charges for?
I don't think he meant all. Come on.
He even said in that same thing, I can see the white ones, or I can see the Black ones, I can't see the white ones because of the lights. He's talking about humans. Did you know that his real estate company used to put C on applications for colored, and then they would deny those applications for those people because he didn't want Black people renting his units?
I did hear that. I thought it was his dad, though, that did that, but
No, it
I'll
wasn't
give you
him.
another one, Bri. My dad, who retired from the United States Air Force after 25 years of service, had cancer about a year ago. He went to the VA hospital to the emergency room, and he was not able to drive himself home, but they discharged him, not thinking that, like, okay, he'll get a DUI or like something bad could happen, right? And not helping him. Meanwhile, they have a man in the next bed, in the room, like in the room with him in the next bed, who is literally just fishing for narcotics. And he said, oh, well, I don't have nowhere to go, and the buses aren't running. Meanwhile, my dad is actively under, freaking narcotics
yeah.
and cannot drive home. Another big one, and I thought this would never happen to me. I experienced medical racism. I think that's how we're gonna say it. I
Yeah.
don't, forgive me if I don't have the correct term.
No, you're
I
right.
have alpha thalassemia, and had the doctors, when I had moved to my new duty station, had they been reading my records, had they actually looked in depth to my records like they're supposed to every time you get a new doctor, I would have not almost lost my life, and my baby would have not almost lost her life.
Jesus.
Right.
We are not considered it, and even now they have this wonderful
We are not
doctor, and
considered.
I
Even
don't
now,
have
they have
his
this wonderful.
I
So,
don't have
Bri,
his name.
do me a favor, just push your finger and drop down like you're gonna check a text message, and then come back, and that should get rid of it, I hope.
I don't have his name, but he's found out that, like, an O2 monitor for your finger, it doesn't necessarily work for Black people because of our melanin. And so we've seen this happen before where, like, for instance, when I got my wisdom teeth done, they said that, like, my heart stopped, but it like didn't. My O2 wasn't low or anything. But because I had a finger monitor on that wasn't that wasn't thought about for
I
Black
think he was having
people.
trouble with his phone. Finish your story, Oya, please.
It's just a lot of stuff, like I don't know how else to tell y'all that like we're oppressed, and like we've been telling y'all for a long time. At this point, I'm tired of telling y'all. Those who get it. Those who don't. But
right. So and that was my whole point, is that, Bri, maybe in your household you're not, but you also voted for a man who is, so it wasn't that much of a line for you. And societally, that's why, like, I did not mean to start this as a domino effect today, because as a white woman, I don't speak on these topics. I was just talking about the book that I read and the quote that I read, that the terminology of how the racism has not gone away, it's just changed. They just don't say it as overtly, but it is in our voting system. It is in our healthcare system. It is everywhere.
I would say that even as simple as microaggressions become so hidden because people try to hide the fact. And there's some people who don't even do it anymore. You don't have to as a cottage cheese complexion individual, you don't have to just outrightly say the N-word. You don't have to just say tendencies that are gross and are discriminatory towards minority communities, whether they're Black or brown, right? You can do an inaction or an action you don't know that's wrong, and that's considered a microaggression. This is, I understand, Brian. You're like in your 50s, right? I'm 23. I'll be
52, young lady. 52.
Apologies, but being someone who's in my early 20s,
hey, you got to give me credit for making it this long.
I give you credit. I give you credit. Yeah. But the point I'm trying.
Hey, don't smile, host. We've smiled at him.
My mom's 56. Okay, so
God bless. God bless.
The point I'm trying to explain, Brian, is there's a lot of people who are older than I am. I will be 24 next month. Who, it's the ignorance and it's the willfully ignorant that hurts me more than ever. When I make the statement, I don't like white people, it's in the sense of those who constantly undermine and who don't make an effort to try and change. That's not going towards someone who is trying to make an effort, because I don't make that determination. I myself, as a 24-year-old, almost 24-year-old, will still make mistakes, will still make inactions that are gross. I want to be called out for it, because I don't want to be that person.
And that's what we mean. I'm not sitting here trying to make white people feel guilty. I just want white people to have some sort of critical thinking about the history and the foundation of this nation, and not try to beautify it when there are really harsh realities that people deal with, that me, you, and Olive will never have to deal with. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, kind of a deal. If it doesn't apply to you, that's fine. But I'm not above. I will never, ever claim myself as a safe space for Black people, because I'm still a fucking white woman at the end of the day. Meaning I was not raised in a situation where, for example, I probably will not have to have a talk with my son about what to do if he's pulled over with a cop, because my son is very white. He's not going to have that danger that like Oya's children might have. These are conversations and things we don't even have to think about as white people.
My little
brother making ourselves aware that they exist.
My little brother is 16 years old and has had his first negative interaction with the police because they did not believe that he lived in the neighborhood that he lived in.
No, I agree. USMC vet. I absolutely will still tell my children about it, because I'm aware.
At least be aware about it and call it out when it's gross.
I didn't think I had to coach my little brother until like that moment where he was like, hey, I don't want to call my mom because she's at work. And I know that you're at work, but can you please tell the officers, like, I actually live in this neighborhood? That was so scary for me. I had
Brian, the biggest for you to respond, attack. But we need to get Oya's coins up. Oya's doing all this labor and sharing things about her life and her experience. I don't know why she's doesn't have more coins than that. You all need to be working on that. But Brian, you absolutely can respond or.
Well, I was gonna ask you guys, like, you see all this now, and I'm white, so you see a bunch, lives and Olive, I'm not picking on you, but when when everybody gets real upset about white people, do you think we're raising a generation of white, maybe racists? Maybe it's worse than it is.
I think
I know money's not. I know Olive wouldn't. I
No,
know
no,
a bunch
I'm
of
asking though. Like, I get it, but do you think some people are just so can't wrap their head around living
I
together that the other side is raising white
I don't
kids to
know if
be
it's
racist?
I'm sure there are people who are raising them that way. My biggest concern, I'm sure Olive would agree with me, is actually not that they're being raised that way, but that they are falling into communities online that are
Yeah,
sending
I
them that
agree.
way.
I
Well,
And
and
agree.
Reddit and things
it's
like that.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's the raising. It's also these people have access to things on the internet and they tend to be very far right leaning with this ideology. And it's something that I don't I don't want any child to live in this scenario. If you need to, Monty, you can drop me in. I saw Naquan was in there, so other voices
Yeah,
can be
Naquan's
heard.
here too.
But
Just
I
do my
want.
boxes. That's no big deal.
Well, no, I would want other voices up before here. I'll drop so Naquan can come up.
Okay. And actually, because I think that would actually be better to ask that question
I
to
have
is
to
someone
drop. I don't
someone like
need much time. I
is
don't
someone
need
like
much time, Olive.
that's fine. Yeah, is somebody like Blue or Naquan or Oya to answer actually is because they are the ones who are going to be feeling the effects of a generation up and coming.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Naquan, if you don't have much time, go ahead.
No, I just didn't need much time.
Oh,
She
you
didn't
need
have
much
to
time.
drop.
Mm.
So telling when black people say inherently racism, inherently racist, we're not talking about like you're outright racist. We're talking about you benefit from the system as a white person different than what a black person should in 2025. Like in 2025, we still have segregated schools. In
I went
2020,
to a segregated prom.
in 2025 we still show that black people are affected by the policing system in America differently than white people. Like black people are 7.5 times more likely to be convicted of a murder, and that number increases to about 12% when the victim happens to be white. So when we say inherently racist, we're talking about you benefit from a system that's supposed to be benefiting every American citizen the same way. We're not talking about you're just outright racist out here saying the N word, unalive every black person. No, that's not what we're doing. We're letting people know that you have a different benefit. That's pretty much what the white privilege falls under. You have a different privilege than a person like me. I am a person that's lucky enough to have money, but I still get pulled over by the police. And even though the police know most police know who I am because I work with Bridge the Gap, I still get pulled over by a lot of police because I drive a Benz and I look like a young black man, which I'm in my 40s right now, but I still get stopped.
Well,
The
I gotta be honest with you. There's no argument for me, man. One of my best friends' name is JB. I'm not gonna give his real name, but he's a black man, and we hang out a lot. And I've been pulled over with him twice, and I've never been pulled over in my life.
See, so
And
when we talk about inherently racist, that's what we talk about. Like you benefit from the system more than a black person, and most white people are not trying to fix it or acknowledge that there's an issue with the system. The system is built on racism. And when we can acknowledge that, we can fix the system. Like we have data showing that black people literally get pulled over less at night than in daytime because it's harder to tell their skin color.
I
We
do not disagree with anything you're saying, sir. And I don't know how to fix that stuff. You're saying, like,
Stop
I
voting
get
for
it.
people like Trump.
Yeah, we have to stop voting for people that want shit like this to keep happening. Like we keep putting in people that keep we can look at bills that's been passed over the last 60 years and see who actually put in bills to progress the country instead of taking the country into a backslide. We literally have a person in Louisiana right now that's attacking the 1965 Voting Rights Act bill. I have to look more into it because I haven't checked up on it in a while. But they're attacking stuff like this that literally was created to give everybody a fair voice when it came to voting. We have indigenous women that did not have the voting right until about 1985, between 1985 and 1995. The system does not benefit people that don't look like white men for the most part. And I say white men because I understand that the Constitution was written for white men with property. It wasn't written for a middle class white man. It wasn't written for a poor white man. It was written for white men that had property.
Bingo. I agree.
So if we and it's supposed to be a living document, so we should be able to fix what we have in this in the Constitution, that it makes sure it protects and benefit everyone. But we don't.
I'll be honest, man. I didn't think, like, the reason I came up, because I'm like, yeah, I'm white, and I'm like, what is this lady talking about? You can't be white. But, like, I get it. I realize it. I recognize that, there is injustices, and it's, I don't think beating up YT people is the way to.
That's not what I'm doing.
Well, I just feel as though like, of course I'm gonna be like, I got a son that's white, you know what I mean, and he knows it. Like I told you, like
both of my children are whiter than I am.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop, but I'm gonna say one more thing real quick. It's not beating y'all up. It's wanting y'all to acknowledge that the system does not benefit your other counterparts the same way it benefits y'all. Like we had to have DEI put into place so jobs can hire outside of the social norm, or take interviews rather, because it's not even a higher practicing. I hate doing laundry. It's not a hiring practicing. It literally is an application thing, or putting stuff into businesses that benefit people that may be on a wheelchair. People that no, Chicky, that's me doing laundry. People that like for example, in the army, they put in nursing rooms so mothers can actually nurse and breastfeed their kids.
I was a part of that first draw initiative, and it was lovely because I breastfed my daughter for a whole 2 years.
Like we still in 2025, we're still fighting for everybody to have the same normal rights as the people that that started the Constitution. So when we say white people, we're not saying it to attack y'all, because all of us don't believe that every white person is racist. No, not whatsoever. I love Monty.
Thank you.
I love Monty. I would unalive for Monty. I love Olive. I have so many people on this app that I consider to be friends that I met through this app. I consider to be friends and family, and would unalive for them on any day.
And are we best friends?
Yeah, we best friends, babe.
All I'm doing is the bare fucking minimum, Bri. That's it. That's all I'm doing. It's the bare minimum of calling it out, because Black people have been fighting in this country for their rights, and still are, for so long without being listened to. And you know what? I think it's okay for me to not only stand beside them, but stand fucking in front of them and fight too.
Yes, that's that. So when we say white people are inherently racist, all we doing is pointing out the fact that y'all benefit from a system that does not benefit all of us. Like, Black people have a higher chance of unaliving in a hospital, which is fucking sad that we still have to fear that. That's why so many Black people are scared to go to doctors, because the history behind it, and we still practice that same kind of stuff in our medical fields to this day. But I love y'all. I'm gonna drop down so I can finish laundry. I love you, babe.
Thank you, bro.
Love you, babe. Bye.
Oh yeah, did you?
Well, I guess.
No, go ahead, Blue.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's oh yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
You. But yeah, what I wanted to kind of address your question directly about if you think that the like white people are raising white racists. I think there are some that are like directly creating more racists in that way. But I think that all like I think to a greater degree, it is the people who do things like say things like I don't see race, or I don't see color. The ones who try to ignore the racial inequalities that are happening in this country, that are leaving their children to figure things out for themselves. And that's when they end up falling into those red pill situations. That's when they end up falling into Reddit and 4chan and those sites, and becoming those racists. Because if you're not willing to have those conversations, which those are going to be uncomfortable conversations, if you're not willing to have those conversations with your children, they're going to find this information somewhere else. Find whitewashed history. They're going to find the Andrew Tates, the Ben Shapiro's, the people that will, in some cases with veiled language, in some cases overtly, steer them towards more racist tendencies, and then that will snowball into them being just straight up racist. I get called the N-word on this app every day. Every day.
Disgusting.
A lot of the time it's from kids, basically. It's from young adults, quote unquote, 20 years old and younger. Because that's what they have fallen into. They follow the Nick Fuenteses and people like that will validate their whiteness in detriment of our blackness. So I think that one of the main things, one of the big things that you guys can do as parents of white children is not to try to teach them, oh, you don't see color, or we don't see color in this house, or blah blah blah. It's to point out, okay, there are racial injustices in this country. There have been since the founding of this country, and they are still here. As was mentioned earlier, they're not as overt, they're not as in your face as they used to be. Well, they're becoming more in your face again, but they hadn't been for a long time. So you need to be able to recognize it. That's why we have used, as a black community, for a long time before it got co-opted by the right and bastardized. We use the term woke, because all it means is that you are aware of injustices around you. It doesn't mean that we are trying to force anything. It doesn't, like that. If you just think about what the word awake and woke mean, like, it just means you woke up. You are aware of what's happening around you. Stay woke was the real term.
Well, I feel as though, to be honest with you, brother, I feel as though I'm waking up, I should say. Like, I don't know if I'm fully woke. The left can go real woke, but like,
see, that's it right there.
Millionaires and billionaires arguing, and we got no food going out to people that are starving. You understand?
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Like, it comes a point where you put it all aside. You got to feed people. You got to clothe people. You got to get them medical help if they need it. Like,
not to scare
it's
you,
just,
but you're
I'm at a point now.
Have you heard the Lyndon B. Johnson quote? I just mentioned it earlier today, where he said, if you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on, and he'll empty his pockets for you. That's what's happening. Is there's a huge wealth gap in this country, a massive wealth gap between the top 1% and the middle class that shouldn't be there. But because that top 1% and those people in politics, including Donald Trump, who are like on their same level, because there are people like that are forcing people to have a more racial outlook on the world or on the country, they keep us focused on each other while they are picking our pockets.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's red versus blue. It's white versus black. It's white versus brown. It's just shit is getting like enough's enough. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Dude, these two parties got to get together. I know we all hate each other. Blah blah blah. But I mean,
right?
Well, no, I don't. Hate, well, I don't hate. Well, you know what I mean. Like I don't hate you guys either. But
that's what they want. Yeah,
right.
no, I agree with that.
That's
there
what
is
they
a,
want.
but there
Yes,
is a
100%.
section. There is a strong or a I would say there's a vocal minority within the party that is driving the parties that is hateful, that is directly hateful.
Talking about Trump, right?
He's Trump in the MAGA movement.
His base, yeah,
MAGA base. And it's tough. It's tough to disagree with that. As much as I never thought it, it's tough to disagree with it. It really is, man. Because people are starving, and that 60-minute interview was junk. I've seen parts of it. Yeah, you know, we're not tough enough. He says ICE ain't tough enough. I'm like, Jesus, you're breaking people's windows in school parking lots. You're not tough enough.
Before Oya
what
goes,
is going on?
Before Oya goes, I wanted to point something out real quick. This is the official White House website right now.
Yeah. What's it saying there?
It's a page. It's whitehouse.gov/mysafespace. They made a fake MySpace page on the official White House website for Hakeem Jeffries, putting a sombrero on his head and just spouting all kinds of misinformation and just dehumanizing and demonizing him. He's not even he's from Brooklyn. There's no reason for the sombrero. This is based on his appearance that Trump is greenlighting these stereotypes, this racism. It makes absolutely no sense. It's insanity that this is on an official website.
And I agree with you. I believe the American people, most of us in the middle, are tired of it. We're done with it.
I think you guys are starting to see it.
Yeah, that's 100%, and I'm one of them. Like, come on, guys, what are we doing? I mean, people got to eat, and we're gonna sit there and I don't know, man. I seen him on 60 Minutes, and just the ICE thing and everything that turned me off. I'm like, this guy's insane. Like, he's literally insane.
I'm gonna let Oya go, and then I will wrap up this conversation. Oya, please go ahead.
I knew you were about to wrap up. That's why I wanted to make sure we got. So I hope that you got from this conversation that we're not telling you guys to be guilty or to hate being white. We're telling you that there is far more injustices going on than just what's going on the surface level. We want you guys to know history. We want you guys to be aware so this does not repeat itself. I hope also that you're taking away from this conversation that we're not raising our children to hurt you. I raised my daughter to respect and love everybody. Number one thing I say to her, kindness is the language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see.
My son's 14. They might come home one day together. What are we going to do then? We're going to get together and we're going to love them and we're going to support them, correct?
That's the plan.
Yeah. My daughter's 3, though.
Oh, geez, but
maybe
she
not.
got some time. She got some time.
Yeah.
She's got some time. You got some time. All right. But you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
like,
I get
that's
what
the
you
life
mean.
I want to live in. That's not, like, I don't, all this hating on hate and hate and hate is just enough, man. Enough.
I do want to invite you to come back to this space and deconstruct along with everybody, right? Because even I had to deconstruct partnering with white leftists. Or would you call yourself a leftist, Money?
Yeah.
Okay. I had to deconstruct that because I was like, oh, fuck them. They're just like microaggression out the ass. But I had to deconstruct that and be like, hey, we're not going to fix this by ourselves. And it can't just be us. I'm going to have to cross the line and go like hang out with some white women. And so far, so good. I mean, She's like my fifth favorite white woman.
She's like my third or fourth. I like her too. She's all right. This one
Well,
up here. This
I want
host.
to make something very clear,
Appreciate it.
Brian, right? The
Yes,
way
ma'am.
I approach some things may come off too aggressive and stuff like that, but a lot of that comes down to ignorance, right? A lot of people are ignorant. When I make the
A
statement,
lot of people, Olive, sometimes I think you're jaded. You listen to so many idiots that
We hear a lot of
you hear a lot of bullshit, and it's unfortunate.
yeah, and then you explode, and then it's like, man, this lady's crazy too. So, I mean, I think
I can come across that way, but the thing is this, right? When we hold these spaces, me and Monty and many other content creators on the left, right? The intention isn't to shame. I'm showing to beat out the ignorance that spews out of these people, right? I think this is something that a lot of people don't understand. When I'm talking to someone and I make the statement about, gross, teenage kids who come up on the panel and are just sitting. When I say teenage kids, I'm talking about kids who are my age, right? The 18 to 20.
Olive, I've been in your live. I've heard these idiots come up on your live, and
all they throw is ad-homs. They can't.
yeah, no, I listen. I like watching your lives. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I really do. And when some people come up and they're just totally disgusting, it's like, come on, man.
Right, but these are the people, right? When you asked about young children and white children and stuff like that, being someone who grew up in a primarily white household, because you can see I am the complexion of cottage cheese, maybe translucent if I stand in the sun. I grew up in a very diverse community. Ever since I was a kid, I grew up right on 8 Mile. I was the only white kid on the block for a long time. I grew up in Macomb County, Wayne County, and stuff like that. I have learned throughout my time in being politically activated that there were things that I did or I didn't know that I did that harmed my friends, and I wanted to do better. That is one of the main reasons why when I have this conversation and I want to call out people, sometimes I have to be aggressive and do it. Some people don't want to sit and listen, and you can even see through the numbers, right? When either myself or Monica or someone's on the panel screaming, our numbers skyrocket, because that's the only way some people will listen. The intentions of these panels and the intentions of these conversations is to bring education, because I think all in all, a lot of stuff can be reversed if we educate the correct way. That is one of the biggest reasons why we need to do something and need to focus on education. But when I come up, I'm not the TikTok Eminem. That's crazy.
Just ignore that one.
TikTok Eminem, go Olive.
That's wild.
But no,
go Olive.
I know me making the statement, I don't like white people, can make a rise. And I'm very much aware.
Right? It's a trigger, right? I mean, it gets views, I guess. Is that what we're saying here? It gets
and sometimes it brings people up
views.
for conversation. Sometimes it's on purpose to press them, people who maybe have not thought about it before. I brought you up,
yeah,
right?
and I understand that, and that's why when I made the comment, I was happy. Thank you, host, for not biting my head off once I got up. But you were very nice. Thank you.
We match energy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you, Bri. I appreciate you listening. I definitely appreciate that, and you are welcome back anytime. I am going to drop you down and kind of get ready for my lunchtime. But I appreciate
Let me say bye to the rest of the panel. Olive, you have a great day, woman. You do great. You can be a little vicious. You do great. And is it Blue 3? Thank you for speaking, my friend. And
absolutely.
Owe, is that how you say it?
Oh yeah.
Thank you for sharing too. And I'm not sure I got the herd from just one ID.
Oh, that's just my
account. It's just me.
Oh, okay.
So
Maybe
you're
I'll
fine.
follow that too then. All right. So anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate it, and I don't know. Thank you. I don't know. Keep just deconstructing, I guess. I mean, I thought that was the way of life. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all. Have a great night.
You too.
Have a good day, Brian.
Okay.
Well, I'm on my way to work, so I might have a great day.
I don't know. Can you see? Why did you fall? You have nails. He has nails.
Stop yelling at the cat for falling.
I'm not yelling.
All right, go ahead and deploy Delta Cat 6.
Not Delta.
Delta
Cat 6.
Oh my God.
That was fun. That was good.
Before we go into everybody express everything, especially I know Chris would like to speak. I just didn't want to put Chris in a situation if he wasn't ready to speak to someone directly, but can express his thoughts. But before we do that, I never intend, as a white woman, to run panels that are specifically about Black issues because I refuse to make my platform off of the pain and labor of other communities. I just was trying to read a quote from a book. Again, I will, as a white woman, though, advise everybody to read Black AF history. If you have not, pick it up. Advise you to read it, especially if you are a white person. Just read it.
In the TikTok shop.
In the TikTok shop, as that stands, not in mine, but I don't have a TikTok shop, but it is there. Chris, if you would like to speak, please absolutely feel free to do so.
First off, I just bought the book.
Yay.
So I'll be reading that.
Book club.
So I do have a lot on my mind when it comes to all these things. First off, I strongly believe that white people will never, ever, ever understand what it's like to live in fear of getting pew-pewed every single day when you go outside. That's why I don't go outside myself. They will never understand what it's like to feel like you're going to be deported just because of the color of your skin. That's something that I live with every day. I've been called the S word, the B word, all the slurs that you can think of. And for the longest time, I'm going to get emotional and I don't give a fuck.
You can do so if you feel like it. There's nothing wrong with that.
I just feel like no one will understand the hurt that marginalized communities go through. And if it's okay, Monica, I'm going to give you your flowers.
I don't deserve any. I'm just a conduit here.
Ever since I've met you and Olive, I've felt like I've been heard. And that's something that I'm always going to appreciate.
I'm glad. I'm glad I could provide that space for you. Adi?
Yeah, I was trying to request up earlier because I didn't know how that conversation was going to go with y'all. I didn't know if you guys were going to pop off, but I've always had reasonable conversations with Bri, and I put that in the chat. It's like, dude's been following me probably since I started on Political Talk. So I was going to be like, he can be reasonable with women. Surprisingly, he actually pops off on white men, which is pretty hilarious to see. Yeah, he'll go off on RJ or like Steve if they're on a MAGA panel. If he gets around his buddies, he definitely pops off a little bit more. But yeah, he's normally reasonable in leftist spaces, so I'm glad that went well.
Hi, Megan.
Hi.
How have you been?
So many things. Let's not open that can of worms. I'm here by Tapsident, but I missed y'all, and the FOMO made me go, I'm gonna just stay.
You say Tapsident?
Tapsident.
Tapsident is great. I love Tapsident.
Yeah, I don't get to use that one often enough anymore, so glad to share it with y'all.
So on top of finding the cracker pillow, I also found an egg and a lemon pillow.
I'm sorry, Olive. I'm just going to abuse my mod status for like 2 seconds here. Thank you, bye.
Oh, also, real quick, guys, I just want to let you know I found the so the administration was ordered to submit and file a brief acknowledging that they were going to comply with the 2 court orders, and I found their brief filing with the Court of Rhode Island.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Real quick, Chris, like I told you yesterday, you matter. You stuck with us. You don't ever have to apologize for crying. We love you. You can't get rid of us. You stuck with me. With me, you stuck with.
Yeah, we love you, and there's nothing you can do
Good
about
and the
it.
bad side. You stuck with us, brother.
Blue, you said that if I didn't watch Jurassic Park, that wasn't the case.
I told you that you were very close to the line on that.
We'd have just put you in timeout, but you stuck with us. We siblings. We'd have fought today.
Naquan,
why are you in a tornado?
Out of your windstalk or something?
I gotta go get more fabric softener.
Hey, Nick.
I have to go get more fabric softener.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
He has to go find sausage, is what I heard.
See, instead of
Concentrate
Pokemon
on
Go
your
to the
walk.
polls, he's tornadoing himself to the polls. He just like
That's hilarious.
He's gonna
I like
knock
that
down
now.
the poles with the
Pokemon spin into the poles.
Oh god.
Oh, wait. One thing that I did forget to say, Monica, remember when we were talking about Hispanic Benefit Month and you were like, I'm not sure how to support you? What you're doing right now is supporting me, like, just being there when I need you, like me having the comfortability to reach out to you when I'm feeling some sort of way. Like you're doing more than enough. Like you don't have to go to a live, you don't have to, drop a heart me. You just gotta be there, and you're doing more than enough.
Well, and if there's more I could be doing, always let me know.
Same. That's right.
Hong Kong.
I haven't had the chance to say it in like a month. I love you, Chris.
Love you.
We actually have to start working on the thing we've been trying to work on for the last couple.
Well, if Trump would
Ooh.
stop with the world ending all the time, like it's
I
just I
know.
can't keep up.
So people,
Just the new norm.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
No,
I will forgive you for the butchering of that because fuck our national anthem. But hey,
we've been working on a few.
Listen, only a citizen
can
that's
butcher it.
never lived there before.
Hey, Megan. I'm sure you've heard this one, but do you know how Canada came up with their name?
We pulled letters out of a hat and went C-A, N-A,
Yep.
D-A.
Yep. I heard that when I lived in North Dakota working at a hotel.
Oh my God. I've known that one all my life. I do want to point out, though, that only a country with true patriotism and like true love for its country can use its national anthem as a form of protest. Just saying.
What was I going to tell you guys? Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. If you guys wanted to see what I was talking about when it came to one of the white guys on this app, it is in my main chat.
Oh God, I told somebody yesterday that I do TikTok live debates sometimes, and she's like, "Oh, you're like Dean Withers," and I threw up in my mouth.
Oh, I would have jumped off a bridge.
I just threw up on my mouth.
Again, remember, conduit, tool, stepping stone.
Yeah,
She did see my face and was like, "Not like Dean Withers." I was
a
like, "No."
tampon is also a tool, and we don't always love that tool.
I need it.
Who sent me an invite to turn on my camera?
I don't know.
Somebody who wanted to see that pretty face.
Hold on.
Yeah, somebody wanted to see you.
I'm gonna ruin it for you now.
Why
Congratulations.
would you do that? Why would you jump scare me like that with no trigger warning at all?
Because
Why
somebody
would you
did
do
it
that?
to me. I'm just gonna say that. That was his face when reading Zach's
thing.
Yeah, Twitch post or Twitter post or whatever the
How
fuck.
do you not know that already? Like that's the thing. Like you're in the spaces, but are you in the spaces? Because like we all be
'Cause-
reaching out to each other immediately. Like
He's not, because him and Parker stay in their bubble, and while they should have already known from Santana, because he was the first creator that actually quote exposed what was going on. They don't have probably the best memory when it comes to these kind of things, so they probably forgot. He probably forgot whenever he was told by Santana, and he goes through so many fucking guests that I guess I can't really blame him to a degree. But I mean,
sometimes there's people I don't remember. They'll come and be like, "We talked yesterday." I'm like, did we? I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be like, sorry, you weren't important
weren't
enough for me to remember you.
Yeah,
Am I the weirdo who just remembers most of the
I
shitty
remember
people?
most
No, I remember most of them. It's harder for me now with the call in because they'll be like, "You don't remember talking to me?" I'll be like, "Who?"
No.
Like,
But
who are
they
you? all-
love to remind you so that they can get kicked again or hung up on.
Oh,
That is the funniest part.
when they call back on the same day, they're just giving it away. Like that one guy last night that was like, yeah, you hung up on me and like blah blah blah, and it was like called me Hillary because I said use the word deplorable, like forgetting that that's something Hillary even said back in 2016. Like, bro, fuck off. Yes, I'm shuffling. Ready?
Out of your wind tunnel now.
Oh, the dog got super excited from that. I think it just
What
got
is
worse.
going on?
No, you didn't come back up here in the
Did
baby
you
either.
Did
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God dang. Anyways,
He's in New York.
what
New
was I
York be loud just all the time. I think.
Did everybody go out and vote today in their states that have elections?
So I did.
My
JK.
husband
Or their
taking the
country that
ballots.
have elections? I mean, that is possible.
My mail-in ballot got confirmed last week.
Hell yeah. I saw you, Maddie. W Maddie for going out and vote.
Yeah.
How about
We're as fucked up in Louisiana.
Blue? Did Blue go vote?
There's nothing happening.
There wasn't.
You guys
Oh, you're
didn't have
not
a
in
ballot
that
at all
district
for
that has
nothing?
the re-election?
That election isn't until December 2nd.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
And I'm
Doesn't
not
early
in that
voting
district.
start next week?
Early voting started the end of October, I believe.
No,
Let me double check.
No, early voting for that starts on the 12th, I believe.
Oh, never mind. Hashtag
Yeah,
qualified.
next week. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
And I'm also not in that district.
I have
We're
a
too close to not be in the district.
I have a sports ball question for you, Monica.
Oh.
Has Denver made any trades today? Today's the trade deadline.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a
Is it
good
like
fan like that.
Pokemon?
I don't pay attention like that.
Why don't we trade sports balls?
No, we
They're
trade.
not trading the balls; they're trading the players.
They're trading
Are
the
you
players.
sure?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the players. It's how the
doubt it. I
whole
don't see
system
who we
works.
would.
Why don't they trade the balls?
Somebody,
Why would
no,
they
the
trade?
balls get recycled.
Oh,
Does that help? Guys, I want something for lunch today, but I don't want
What
anything
about
that's in the
balls?
fridge.
Ari,
And I
you
was
should
thinking
always
of something.
you
Huh?
should always get Chipotle.
No.
What?
when was the last time you had a good sandwich?
This weekend.
Oh, never mind then. Sometimes I just have a weird like craving for like, I want a Subway sandwich for some reason.
I get like that too.
Oh, I know where you guys were talking about that reminded me. Tropical smoothie. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that was this morning.
I used to work
Yeah, I was
there.
like, you guys mentioned somewhere today, and I thought about that. I'm like, I haven't had their food since I moved to Florida. And I've only had their food when I was still in North Carolina. So I'm like, I haven't had their food in almost a year. I've had their smoothies because their smoothies are always a banger.
Ezekiel, go to my links and pay for it and leave me alone. And leave Ari alone.
Just ignore Ezekiel in the comments.
I try, but he's
just
winking
a-
at me.
Yeah, he's doing it to me too. You know what I just do? I just look away and get blinded by the sun with birds
Reading about the
calling
dog.
at me.
They're just saying good afternoon.
It's just winking at all of the women. Just
I don't know.
Well, that should not surprise anybody.
Yeah, there's like rumors that we might, but I doubt it. I don't see who we would need
Hey,
to.
Martina.
We need some, like tight ends for
What
the
do we?
offense.
We were
but-
just talking about voting.
Sam Darnold is the best QB in the NFL. JSN is the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Hi, Martina.
We are going to make the Super Bowl, and yeah.
Yay, sports ball.
Maybe.
You probably could have kept him muted, Chicky. Moni's about to end anyway.
Yeah.
Speaking of ending, I'm going
Oh, dang it, I
to
forgot
drop
something.
and go rest. But Blue, you know how much I love you. I would unalive for you. Olive, same for you. Moni, same for you. And I love you all.
We love you,
too.
Chris.
Okay, bye.
You remember what I said. Nobody's asking you to die for us. We just want you to live.
Martina's here. Martina,
It's
tell
a
us about voting.
Martina.
W Martina, somebody drop me down. I gotta teleport.
Hi.
Wow.
Everybody.
It's been a while.
Martina.
Everybody vote. That's all I want
We
to
were
say.
just talking about that.
How you feeling? Okay.
They won't let me.
They won't let
They
you
won't
up.
let
They won't let you vote? Canadian.
Oh,
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Oh,
was like, damn, I can give you the election protection number.
Martina's like,
what's going
they told
on?
you you can't
Damn.
vote, bitch. I'ma get you.
Wouldn't that
I'm
be
gonna make
fun?
Martina jump all the way from fucking New York.
In New York, they also have yellow hats, which is very confusing.
How you feeling?
Maddie, don't think I haven't thought about it.
You feeling okay, Martina?
Tired, but it's fine.
You better rest really well after tonight.
It's gonna be a long night.
No, never.
gonna
I
be
have
a long
80
night for
million
you.
things. I have 80 million things at work I neglected.
Damn.
Sleep in a week. What did I miss? Anything good? I heard Dick Cheney kicked the bucket.
Yeah.
Trump reversed.
Need anything else good?
Trump reversed his promise for SNAP.
That's not good.
Right,
His
they say
promise to
good.
end it?
Oh,
We're focusing on the good. Dick
got an
Cheney is unalived.
Manny and I are going to confirm on an apartment.
Nice.
Wow, no cheers for that.
But did you vote?
But did you vote though?
Yes, I sent in my mail-in ballot last week.
W the mail. Right, we talked about this.
Yes.
We had a bunch of people not get their early voting ballots.
That's wild.
It's a concerning pattern. And also, we had a whole block that got flyers for the wrong polling place.
What?
Yeah.
Bye, Oya.
Like,
Bye, Oya.
bye, Oya.
I miss you already, Oya.
I'm currently getting my stuff situated. I'll have a little hangout session. We're gonna hang out in the jar, I might just call it a coffee place. I don't
You
know.
get to be in the jar.
You're
You're gonna be. I just thought of Lilo and Stitch, and they're like, my friends need to be punished. In the pickle
Hang out in the
jar.
carton.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out in the jar.
In the carton.
Monica, what
It's not in that carton yet.
state are you in? My brain is
Colorado.
Colorado.
I
Do you guys
Gabe
have?
Evans.
Do you what?
I have Gabe Evans. It's fun. Fun here.
Do you guys have voting today?
Yeah, so my husband just took in our ballots. We have 2 state initiatives for funding our school lunch program for kids, and then I have some 2 councilmen at large seats that I had to vote on, and some school district seats. But a lot of them are running unopposed in the school district, so.
Go ahead and drop me so I can get my stuff situated.
Okay, Olive.
W feeding kids?
Yeah. So we're gonna. One is like, do you want to keep doing this and feed the kids? And the other one is, do you want to increase the taxes on the people making 300,000 or more to feed the kids? Like, yes and yes.
Yeah.
Hi,
Seems-
Josiah. Yes, Gabe Evans is a joke, and we're coming after him. Look into Manny Rutnell if you are in Colorado District 8 for 2026, because we are going to get Gabe Evans out of here. He won with less than 2,500 votes. It's not going to be very difficult.
W Maddie voted for not that weird. Have you seen Texas's propositions?
No.
Texas is full of crazy people. Like the who write propositions. Sorry. Not the people who vote, but the people proposing things.
Yeah.
It's Texas. Enough said. Especially on the 2A stuff.
6 dead, 25 hospitalized in listeria outbreak linked to pre-cooked pasta meals.
I saw that.
Blue, I thought we were
Safe
supposed to
if you're
stay
getting
happy.
You can't get food. Thanks for keeping the funds. And then if you can get food, it might kill you. Who knows? It's fun times we're living in. Olive is gonna go get started, so I think I'm gonna drop everybody down, do my little spiel, and make sure we talk about voting, and then we'll go raid Olive, I think.
Love you, bye.
Thanks for letting me up.
Of course, Martina. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I think that last hour was probably one of my favorite conversations that I've had. Again, there's always things that we could push with people like Bri and open up, but I think even just having that as a starting point is a good thing. And so I appreciate you, Oya and Blue and Naquan, for coming up here and pressing on that and sharing in your labor with us. We as white people don't always deserve that. It's not your job to teach us. So thank you. for that. Thank you for everyone who stayed here for those conversations and supported them. Guys, it's election day. If you have an election, if you are in a state, see if you can, if you're not registered, see if that state allows you to do same day registering. We have that in states like mine, like Colorado. Double check on that. If you are registered to vote and have not voted, please go in, find time and vote. It's so important if you have important things on your ballot, even locally, your school boards, your council, city council members. If you are in New York, you know the deal. You guys have a mayoral race. It's huge. Make sure you're getting out and voting. If you are in California, vote yes on Prop 50. There are Virginia gubernatorial races. There are New Jersey gubernatorial races. We have already had BOMB threats at polling places in New Jersey. We know they are trying to stop your vote. Do not let them do that. Get in there. Make sure your voice is heard. It is so important. Remember, your every vote counts, because if it didn't, they wouldn't be trying so hard to take it away from you. I love you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you. I do post my lives every single day the next day onto my YouTube. You can find all those fun links in my bio. My Discord is also in there. New York City, vote no on Prop 6. That's what Martina said. Vote no on Prop 6. Make sure you guys are doing that, New York. Voting. Get out and vote. Have some water. Take care of yourselves. Unplug if you need to, except for going to vote. Go do that, and then unplug for the rest of the day, the rest of the week. You did your thing. I appreciate you. Did I miss you, Kristen? Oh, Kristen, thank you for the 10 on the Blue app. Thanks for all you do. Kristen, thank you for being here and supporting every single day. Like, thank you so much for being a voice in this community, being support in this community. I appreciate you guys so much. Take care of yourselves. Spend time with friends and family. Unplug a little bit if you want. If you need to, please do so. We're going to go raid Olive, guys. So go do that. Go put Monty raid and go raid Olive for some just hangout, decompression, probably still some shit on Trump time. We always love to do that. So love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.